Hey boys and girls, and welcome to the Dwarven Tavern. I am your host Lyric, and today we are actually doing a really quick video about creativity. And I wanted to share with you this thing I developed. Well, I don't know if it's original or not, but I was working on a map. It's a Christmas present, and I was trying to come up with some names for some towns and cities and whatnot. And I was finding my creativity lacking. I'm usually pretty good with coming up with names and whatnot. I mean, my own name's Lyric, so you'd think I'd have that creativity. So I was coming up with names like off the top of my head, like Drostriel and Drewstern and Howliel and names like that, names that sounded kind of repetitious and whatnot. So like Philostrius and Driagor, and they sound like obviously fantasy. So I was trying to think of a method that could expand my horizons and my pronunciations. And because when I started looking at these cities on my map, they were very, repetitious. So I came up with an idea that could potentially be useful to a lot of people, especially those who have a very hard time creating names or are in a lieu of creativity like I was. And I mean, there are common methods, which are, we mentioned those in previous videos, like you take a name of something that is super duper common and whatnot, like fridge, and then you mix the letters around, and you end up with like frig, and that ends up with frigga, or it can be Frisga or something like that. You just replace the letters with letters that normally wouldn't appear in the word and blah, 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 and then you get the name. So I was thinking of a method that was kind of a little more random than that, and I came up with something. Originally, I was thinking about using a 20-sided and a 6-sided because there's 26 letters in the alphabet, in the English alphabet. So I mean, you can alter that with your own language, like if you speak French or Russian or Japanese or a language that doesn't have you know what word I'm looking for because I don't know it. My dad would obviously have it, but I don't. But like, if you have the Chinese alphabet or if you have the Korean alphabet or you have a Russian alphabet and, you have more letters in your language than I do for English, then go ahead and do what you want. But this is the method that I came up with. At first, I was just rolling it both together. Like I got a 12 because I got a 10 on the 20 and a 2 on the 6. However, that made me realize that I would never roll A. So I came up with a method instead that I would use the 20-sided for rolling the consonants and the 6-sided for rolling the vowels, including the Y. Now, in order to avoid, making sure that you never use a Y as a consonant, you can, switch it up a little bit. You don't actually have to abide by these rules. For example of how to use this method, I rolled on the 20-sided die, I rolled a 17, which is V in the alphabet of just consonants. And then I, worked with the sound a little bit after I rolled the die, and then I got a 2 for an E for the consonants, which would be A, E, I, O, U, Y, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I rolled VE, so I got ve, and then I rolled it again. I got a 19, which is an X, and then I got Vex, and then I just kept going with it, and eventually I got the name Vexla, which is now a continent name. So now I have Driagor and Vexla and the Dark Cross, the Cold World, Philostrius, which I actually created without using this method. So you can use it like straight, like you can roll, and you got a 6 and a 2, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 2, so you begin with an HE, and there you go. It's really simple, and it can really help you. And if you don't like what you get, like if you wanted to make it an A instead of an E, you can just switch it out, and it's not going to be anybody's problem. I came up with the words Stinden, Hinks, LR, Jelg, Delas, Dexlin, Western, all of these names using the 2-die method. And I just thought that it would be nice to share for those who are, kind of lacking creativity, or maybe they've come to a writer's block when it comes to naming stuff. And this doesn't even have to be with just continents. This can be for character names and cities and medicines and spells and all sorts of stuff that require naming. So, that's a little tip. I know that you might have some methods of your own, and if you would like to share them below, we would greatly appreciate it, because everyone can use this as common knowledge, and that's what the whole gaming community is about sharing and communicating and making us build off one another. So if you have any names that you would like to share or that you would like to brag about, we are always happy to hear about it. So please comment below. Like, share, subscribe, what have you. Make sure that you get this word out, because, our word is law at the Dwarven Tavern. So, on behalf of the whole cast and crew of the Dwarven Tavern, I am Lyric, and we wish for you to want for nothing but adventure. And at first I feared it, then I charged. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.